This is Betamax. My name's Fidel, and I'm joined here by Birdie.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Excuse me?
So, we're gonna talk about a couple things. We just finished watching season 2 of Atlanta, literally the entire thing.
Yeah.
Well, minus the first episode because you had already seen it.
Yeah.
But
And we watched the first season already too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what were your initial thoughts on it? On just the whole season in general? What did you think?
Well, can we talk about both?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Mm. Well, I remember first hearing about this because I knew that Donald Glover had. Well, I mean, Donald Glover has so many projects going on. Childish Gambino, his stand up, and I think he was in a few shows.
Well, I had actually initially heard of him from that show Community.
Yeah, there you go. He's in.
Yeah,
That.
he was on that show, and then I thought he was pretty funny on the show. He was his comedic timing was really good.
Yeah.
So I was like looking him up, and I found out that he was like a stand up comic, and he used to write for that show 30 Rock.
Yeah.
He used to be a writer on there, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. The type of humor he was doing.
Yeah.
Then I found out he did music, and I looked up his music, and I liked it, and then. But yeah, so I know him as being an actor first.
Okay. I was actually introduced to him first by music, because I remember going to a lot of like house parties and hearing that song 3005.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember always hearing it like at house parties and being like, "Oh, this song's so tight." I can't pull out my Shazam though, because then I'll look like a fucking lame.
So you're the first so the first album you heard of his was because the internet.
Yeah, and then after that, I just kept listening to whatever you put out. But I didn't really get into anything else he was doing. Like I honestly haven't seen any of his like stand up. I mean, I've seen a few episodes of Community that he was in, but yeah, mostly through music. Just because I think he's great. First of all,
Oh dude, like to
yeah,
me he's a genius.
yeah, like dude, especially after watching both of these seasons of Atlanta, it's like, jeez,
Yeah,
like dude,
is he writes for the show, right?
yeah, yeah.
Is he the sole writer, do you know?
I don't think so, no.
But still,
But he's in charge of like the creative, like the creative process, you know.
yeah.
Like I think he's always there. I mean, he created the show himself. So
Yeah.
it's like everything you're watching is Donald Glover.
Like
You know.
I love how the show is it's so grounded in reality, but it has those like moments of absurdity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I was saying before, I remember when I was first introduced to this. I think I was watching like some YouTube video and like somebody mentioned like, oh, like Donald Glover's like working on this like new like show that he's made himself. And I remember it was him and some other dude, Tom Hardy, because Tom Hardy made a show himself too on FX. I forgot what it was called. It was like
Taboo.
Yeah, it was like
I have yet to check it out though.
yeah, it looks really, I don't know, looks really Tom Hardy. But yeah, I remember like hearing that, and then like I looked it up, and like I remember someone like interviewing him and him saying like, yeah, this show is like Twin Peaks but with rappers.
That's what he said about Atlanta.
Yeah, and when I heard him say that, I was like, whoa, like I'm super interested. I mean,
He must be a big fan of David Lynch then.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's pretty apparent, especially after watching both these seasons.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, this show's pretty grounded, but there's a lot of like turnaround corners where you're just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
You know?
Like the turning point for me on that was in the first season, the invisible car. That
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell, dude? Like,
Oh, actually, if you listen to this, we're gonna be not, we're gonna be spoiling.
Oh, yeah.
a lot of shit. So please don't get mad. Go watch the show. Yeah, actually, you should go watch the show before. Yeah.
Regardless, yeah, even if you know what's going on,
Yeah.
like just the writing is great, the performances are great.
The
It's a
direction
great
is,
show,
yeah.
and it even looks beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that episode in the first season with the invisible car, I just love how throughout the episode there's like kind of building up to it, you know?
Yeah, they're talking about like, yo, man, did you hear, like, he had an
Yeah,
invisible car, and then Paperboy's like, man, man, that's fake.
yeah,
Because you look at the pictures they're showing Paperboy, and it's just like, it's just dumb shit. Like, it's just like
yeah.
him, like, pretending he's leaning on a car, and like, people sitting in the air.
It almost seemed kind of just like a little throwaway joke. And then at the end,
Yeah.
when everybody's like running from the club and you see people
There's
get
like a group of people
yeah,
getting run over by
I was like, what the
an
hell just
invisible car.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's what I love about this show.
I just like how I feel like I like shows like this because I feel like I'm literally I'm like putting my head inside of like Donald Glover's like cranium. You know, it's like when I first it's like if you watch like Tim Burton's like whole filmography and then you watch Sleepy Hollow and you're just like I feel like I'm watching like Tim Burton's like mind. Like
In Sleepy Hollow.
yeah, like this whole film is like Tim Burton incarnate, you know? And that's how I feel about Atlanta. It's like I feel like I'm watching a piece of like a real piece of Donald Glover like on the screen, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I mean everything he comes up with like in that show is like because the whole show revolves around like Donald Glover and Paperboy. I mean, what's his name? Ern, Paperboy, and Darius, and like how you know Ern is kind of like struggling at the moment in his life, and it's like it becomes something relatable because I mean you know how it is growing up. It's like
Yeah.
you always got to find a way to make sure you get to the next week.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has to find a way to go eat, and like Paperboy, I mean he's like a drug dealer, but he has this like creative passion inside of him that he wants to like express. You know, I mean it's rap, dude. I mean rap is like it's cool to stay underground, but I mean it's like you're not gonna like I've heard this once before in a documentary, but I mean if you want to make a revolution like in music, like, you can't stay underground, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of burst out.
And like I love the commentary they had on rap, especially in that episode with Teddy Perkins. When Darius and Teddy are having that discussion about rap. And
Yeah.
Teddy makes that comment like it never grew out of its adolescence.
Yeah, like is it sufficient as an art form?
Yeah.
As he says, you know, which is true.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was Donald Glover saying something, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Because I mean, if you listen to rap, I mean, rap is my shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes it becomes, you know, and I'm not saying rap is the only genre that does this because I mean I grew up listening to rap, punk, and like power violence, and like those genres all kind of have like this weird, like
It can be immature.
yeah. Not only that, but it almost becomes like a turnabout. You know, like it. Sometimes you just notice people are going in circles, and then it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It just all starts to mesh.
Yeah. And sometimes you gotta just go a different direction, which I mean a lot of people won't like. You know. I mean, the older you get, the more lame things become.
But like it almost seems as just the comments they were saying to each other back and forth was almost like Donald Glover kind of, I guess, speaking on both sides of it. Because, like Teddy says, like, it's still in its adolescence, you know, is it sufficient as an art form? And Darius, like, counters by saying, like, people just want to have fun, you know, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So, I love that about this show because it does little things like that.
Yeah, it becomes very meta.
Yeah.
And it's like not in your face, like it's very subtle.
Yeah.
You know. I like shit like that.
But how'd you feel about this season compared to the first season?
I feel like the first season kind of just it hit it. I feel like it hit a lot of things about the characters, like emotionally, and by the end of it, it kind of just bursts out the seams. You know, with um, Paperboy. You know, letting Ern know, like, hey, dude, like, you're doing a great job being my manager. When we throw out the whole show, he's like, you ain't my manager, man.
Yeah.
Like, and then
Maybe he was doing that to like motivate him.
yeah, because I mean, like I'm gonna keep quoting here, but like it's well said in Whiplash. You know, it's like there's no two great like dangerous words paired together than good job. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you need that fucking that beat down.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
And like Darius even says it in the show. He says you can't have success without the failures.
yeah.
Like you need to be able to fail in order to succeed.
Yeah.
So he needed that.
In the great words of Yoda, failure is the best teacher.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it applies to everything.
Yeah, which is like what I feel like this show executes so well. It keeps it relatable. You know, whether you're an aspiring rapper or, you know, trying to make a punk band or, you know, just any band at all, actually. Because, I mean, everybody starts somewhere and it's a struggle no matter what.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you have a favorite episode? Okay, a favorite episode from each season.
The first season. Oh, this is hard. I'm not sure, actually. I really like the whole show, like the whole show altogether. But I guess if I had to pick one, the first season would be the last episode. Just cause,
Oh, just the whole revelation.
Yeah, it's just because it becomes like,
damn.
yeah, like wow, great. And then the second season, if I had to pick one, it'd be Fubu.
Yeah, that one, because that one hits close to home for me.
Yeah, I felt like that one got a little too close.
Yeah.
You know?
It was brutal.
Which was cool. I mean, I'm not shitting on it, but damn, dude, take it easy.
Yeah. It's like, are you spying on me? I also, I really liked the episode with when Paperboy gets robbed.
And yeah, that one too. Just because, like, that, to me, that episode was, to me, sorry, I had a burp. To me, that episode was like, you know, Paperboy going into that forest. It was almost like Luke Skywalker going into, when he was on Dagobah, you know, going into that tree where Darth Vader like came out, and like that was like the Force showing him his biggest fear, and you know that forest showed Paperboy his biggest fear was the fact that sometimes you gotta make moves, man. You know, like it's cool to keep it real and stay underground, but I mean, if you want to make it, if you want to not have an empty stomach and, you know, become another pillar in rap, which is fucking awesome, sometimes you gotta make those changes that people are gonna hate, you know. And that's the thing about people and like being fans in music. It's like they're just gonna hate you no matter what, dude.
Yeah, there's always gonna be those people that hate you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the public eye so much like that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
You just gotta let that shit go.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna hurt, but I mean.
What'd you think of that actor? Like his performance in that episode?
The guy who plays Paperboy?
Yeah.
I think he's great, dude. I think they're all great. Like Darius, the guy who plays Darius, the guy who plays Donald Glover. Yeah, but I think like I couldn't cast that show better myself.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, And did you know that he played Miles Morales' dad in
Yeah,
Spider-Man? Yeah,
yeah.
which I thought was like a good performance too. Like,
He's also gonna be in the the upcoming Child's Play reboot.
ugh, I'm not gonna watch that. If you watch that, fuck you.
I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, fuck you.
You don't like those movies?
I like Child's Play, but I'm over like reboots, dude. Like, I'm just not into it.
No, I feel you, but I don't know, dude. Like I'm
That honestly, the only reboot I'm looking forward to is Spawn.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
If it ever happens,
I'm pretty sure it is. He just needs to. I don't know. I don't even know what he's doing right.
yeah.
I'm sure he's getting everything together. You know, script, actors, music, all that.
No, but
I heard the Weeknd's doing the soundtrack for that actually.
for Spawn,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, because Todd McFarlane had posted on his Instagram that yeah, he took like a selfie with like Abel, and like yeah, he was like, oh, working on the soundtrack for Spawn, and I was like, what? The Weeknd?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be tight. Like I said earlier, I only recently became like a Weeknd fan. So
He's cool.
yeah, he's tight.
But no, going back to the whole Child's Play talk, because I wanted to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am a huge fan of those movies. I recognize that they're terrible, but I will say that the third movie and Seed of Chucky, I like. No matter, those are bad, and I hate those movies. So those I'm not a fan of, but I do like the rest of them. They're guilty pleasures of mine. So when I heard that they're doing this reboot, I was like, okay. But then I found out that the original director and creator of Child's Play, Don
Yeah.
Mancini,
Yeah.
is not going to have anything to do with it, and they're not going to be using Brad Dourif, the original voice.
Yeah.
I was like, then why even do it? Especially because Don Mancini is developing a TV show, a Child's Play TV show for Sci-Fi.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
but it's gonna be called like Chucky or something.
Mm.
So I got curious. I was like, why are they doing this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're doing like competing like art, I guess, on the same thing.
Yeah.
And how are they even able to do that? You know?
Yeah.
But I looked into it. Apparently, Universal owns the rights to the name Child's Play.
Okay.
Don Mancini owns the rights to the name Chucky,
Okay.
which is why after Child's Play 3,
Mm-hmm.
they're not called Child's Play anymore.
Oh, they all have Chucky in the
They
title.
like the one after Child's Play 3 was Bride of Chucky,
Mm-hmm.
then it was Seed of Chucky, and then Curse of Chucky, and
yeah.
then Cult.
Ugh. God, how those titles? Oh my god.
The terrible titles.
All those fucking titles are bad.
But I actually enjoyed the last one, Cult of Chucky.
I think I.
That
I
one
think,
it was
I think
funny.
We watched it with Eddie, right?
Yeah, that's the one with all the Chuckies, and the one of them had like a fucked
Oh,
up haircut.
Yeah, really fucking stupid. You look like a fucking idiot, dude.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's why, and then also that's why I don't know if you remember watching the trailer for the reboot. They're not called good guys anymore. They're called buddies.
Wait.
Like
Oh,
the doll.
the
The doll, yeah. And like that's the whole reason why, just because of rights issues.
Oh, okay. So maybe the reboot is like
It might be like a reimagining or
no.
whatever.
I'm saying like the reboot might be just Universal being like, man, we can do whatever the fuck we want with this dog, and then
Maybe.
like, and then Dan is doing something else on Sci-Fi, just be like, fine, then I'm gonna do my own shit.
Because his plan, I remember reading that his plan, he wanted to continue making these movies, and he wanted to do the TV show. And it's him and Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, who's been the voice of Chucky in every single movie.
I like that voice.
I do too. It's gonna be hard to, because I'm gonna watch a new one. Like I'm okay.
I'm not.
When I found out about all this, I was like, oh, I'm not watching this reboot. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
That first trailer dropped, and I mean, it got me, dude. It got me. I was like, to me, it looks tight. But see, it's because I'm a fan of those movies.
Yeah.
But especially because, damn, I don't know his name. Paperboy. He's in it.
Paperboy,
I think
Paperboy.
he's playing the cop.
Yeah.
He's
And
playing
then Aubrey Plaza was playing like the
the
mom,
mom. Yeah.
which is like, is she really at that age now where she gets to play like
Yeah.
mom figures? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, in this day and age, like, there's young mothers.
Oh yeah,
So,
but still, it's like, stop making me feel old.
hey, that's father time, homie.
Excuse me.
No, but I thought the trailer looked good. It looked good to me.
Not me. Oh, I'm not into it.
I don't know. I'm very curious to see.
I respect your admiration though for this because I like, we all like lame shit, you know.
Such a backhanded compliment. It's cool. We all like lame shit. No, but I'm interested to see who they're gonna announce to be the voice of Chucky for this new one.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like someone that's just like what they did with like that Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
Oh, with Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, where it's like they only I found out they only picked him because of his role in Watchmen, and
as
I was
Rorschach.
like, and it was like, really, Rorschach wasn't even like a terrifying character. Like he was like a detective the whole time, you know, like.
Well, I don't.
I mean, I understand that his voice was like, oh, like.
But I don't think they did it based on the fact that like they were looking for someone to be terrifying.
But that's what Freddy Krueger is.
I know, but I'm saying like they probably saw it and was like, okay, this guy, because Rorschach was my favorite character in that movie.
Yeah.
Jack Earle Haley like killed it. He was great.
Yeah.
So maybe they saw like this guy is a great actor. He has the same kind of stature as Robert Englund.
I guess.
Maybe that's the whole thing.
I still think it was like.
And I actually didn't mind the casting of him as Freddy Krueger. I was excited about it. When I saw what he looked like is what bummed me out. Because they try to make him look too much like a burn victim, which I get, you know? They're trying to make it look more realistic.
Yeah.
But it like kind of killed it for me just because you could see, I remember you were able to see like the fucking prosthetics on his face when he tried to talk and it didn't look good.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it.
Yeah, like it took me out.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, on top of it, the writing in that movie wasn't great. The performances weren't that great, so that's another like horror series that I love, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of them are bad, like most of them are bad.
Yeah. Going back to Atlanta.
Yeah. The main topic.
Yeah. I feel like that Teddy Perkins episode was like a really good like.
Oh yes, okay. Jordan Peele's doing the Twilight Zone series, right?
So is that like just like we're? I don't think it's original stories, right?
I don't know because
I tried looking up like things about it, and it's like really like vague and like.
In the trailer, the first official trailer I saw for it, it looks like they're doing that episode Nightmare at 3,000. Is it 3,000 feet?
Yeah, with the creature on the
plane.
Wing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they doing like?
I don't know.
Are they like newer? I don't think they're doing newer stories. I think they're just like redoing.
Maybe they're doing both.
Maybe, which would be cool, because I mean.
Well, okay. The reason I brought that up is because of the Teddy Perkins episode.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Donald Glover do a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm a fan of Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm.
So with both of them working together on something like this, like, that would be awesome.
That would be That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that episode was like nightmarish. Dude.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, you understand where it's going, but you don't understand how it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like how it's gonna fucking end up. But it's such an emotional story too. I mean, you know, like you got this guy Teddy Perkins living in a big mansion in like the middle of like
nowhere, pretty much.
And like he starts telling Darius all these things about, you know, like his brother, you know, Benny Hope, and how his dad was with him, and like how Benny was like a fantastic piano player, and you know, and then you kind of like, I like how like like how this whole dialogue is going on, then I don't know, you kind of get to thinking like, is Teddy Perkins like made up by Benny Hope? Like, is Benny Hope Teddy Perkins?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a shot in this episode where Teddy Perkins is like pointing this double barrel shotgun at Darius, and he gets up, and the camera pans over to his face, and it's almost like a silhouette over the projection on the screen, and it shows Benny Hope in the background, getting trained, so to speak,
Yeah.
by his father to play the piano, and like that part kind of makes you think like, is this like a manifestation from Benny?
Yeah. Like he just came up with this alter ego.
Yeah, did he just like make this up?
Yeah.
Because there's even a line where like Darius is like, well, like dude, there is no Benny.
Oh, when he's talking to
yeah,
Paperboy.
he's like, exactly.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that episode was.
But that episode was like super like.
It's creepy.
It's like I'm gonna make this turn, I'm gonna make that sharp turn over here, and then like.
And then the ending.
Yeah.
That ending to that episode is like shocked me.
Yeah, and like, you know what really got to me? Darius's face, like when he's in the U-Haul, when he's driving away.
Yeah.
Like that face of like dude, I didn't know my day was gonna be like this, but I'm really bummed out now because I'm sad about not getting my piano.
Yeah, that whole ending sequence though was intense.
That whole episode is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this whole show that we're talking about is fantastic. But yeah, I mean, going down the line here, yeah, this show, like showing, a rapper becoming what he really wants to be, fulfilling his dreams, and earn, trying to be the best manager he can to Paperboy, and Darius's character kind of keeping everything together without even knowing it.
Yeah, he's like the wise one.
Yeah, he's like dude, he's my.
I think he might be my favorite character.
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite character because especially like in that scene where they're getting Darius's passport.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then like he's kind of like out of nowhere, like you just hear Darius go like hey, like how you doing? Which is like, honestly, I don't think I've heard him say that throughout the whole show except for that episode.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really check up on the homies, like.
Yeah.
But I remember when I first heard him say that, I was like, something's gonna happen. And then Ern's like really bummed out because he's not sure if like Paperboy's gonna fire him or not because
Well, in the text he got from Van, telling him she's thinking about moving back to her mom's with the daughter.
Yeah.
So that bummed him out too.
Yeah. So it's like.
That's why he responded like definitely not. He's like, I know you're always at peace with everything, but my whole world's falling apart.
Which is like, I feel like Darius's world could be falling apart too, but he's so at peace with it.
Yeah.
Which is like cool because it's like, I mean, if someone were to tell you that the world was about to end in like 2 minutes, I feel like being a Darius about it would be the best thing to do because I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop this from happening.
Exactly.
But to come at peace with that is like.
And that's a difficult thing to achieve.
Yeah, and the fact that this character is like, he achieved that already.
Yeah.
He's already on the. He's beyond these two characters that he's gluing together, which is why I consider him like the glue. Because it's like, he's already past these guys. He's so next level, that he keeps these guys together without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
What'd you think of the final episode?
It kept me wanting more.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fitting end to the second season.
Yeah.
Especially, the whole dialogue. Like, honestly, I was, like, really nervous during the whole dialogue between Paperboy and Ern because I thought Paperboy was going to be, like, it's not working out, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, which is like hard because I mean,
It's family,
it's
like
family. You know, like you don't want to fucking fire.
especially because the episode before shows them as kids and how close they were as kids.
Yeah, and the fact that
Like he had his back with the
yeah,
whole like shirt.
yeah, and it's
So
like, you know, do I really have to be fucking saving your ass?
yeah,
I need you to save my ass. You know, like you're my manager. Like I need you to fucking like. I need you to drive now. You know, I can't be driving this fucking car now.
yeah,
You know. Yeah, but that whole dialogue where he's just like. He finally tells him his decision. You know, where he finally tells him like, which is like relatable because it's like when you want to start something like, you know, a business or a music endeavor. It's like it's hard to trust people because everybody like humans are pieces of shit. You know, like they'll step on you if they have to.
yeah,
And it's really hard to get your family to do that. You know, to not step on you, but it's there. You know, the trust is there. It's been there since the beginning.
yeah,
You know, with a stranger, you kind of have to earn it. And the way Paperboy's life was moving so fast, it's like the trust was already there. You know, you don't need to earn it. You know, it's family.
yeah, man. The writing on this show is incredible. Like it's probably one of the best written TV shows
Yeah,
I've seen.
yeah, dude. Like
TV is getting good, man. Like
it's getting good, but it's really easy to get shitty too.
yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't see shows like this. Like
Like I mean, look what happened to True Detective. You know,
I still haven't seen the third season yet.
I haven't seen the second or third, but I mean,
That first season's incredible.
yeah.
The writing.
Can we dedicate an episode to that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Damn, what the fuck?
You want some water?
No, it's like I don't know what the fuck this is.
Okay, shut
Excuse me?
up.
No, but like TV is just it's becoming so I guess cinematic.
Yeah, and like it all started with Breaking Bad. You know,
I don't think so. I think it
it-
started way before that.
maybe X-Files.
Mm-mm.
You know?
HBO, man. The shows on HBO.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You had shows like Sopranos, The Wire, Oz, 6 Feet Under.
I
Like,
never really watched those shows though, just because like I feel like. I mean, I seen like a few episodes and I was just like, man, this is fucking boring.
nah, dude, Sopranos, like, out of all the shows I just named, Sopranos is definitely the best one. Because the main character, he's fucking mafia guy.
He's the boss, right?
Yeah, yeah, like one of the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a typical villain from a movie. But the way he's written is so like they make him so vulnerable, like you sympathize with him and you see like the inner workings of what it's like for like a mafia guy.
Yeah.
Because movies portray him as just like these like stone cold killers, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like that lead like these extravagant lives. But the show just shows they're just regular people, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
that do like these fucking gnarly
Yeah.
criminal activities.
Yeah.
But okay, we have HBO now. Like, I highly suggest watching it.
Maybe.
Trust me, dude.
It's a fucking long show.
It
like
is.
20 seasons.
It is. It took me a while because I remember my sister would always tell me, like, you need to watch this show because I was really into Breaking Bad when it was on. And she told me, she's like, you gotta watch The Sopranos then. If you love Breaking Bad, you're gonna love The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's alright, like, it's very long. Like, it's already been on. It was on for a long time. There's so many seasons. Like, I don't know if I'm willing to dedicate that much time to watching it.
Yeah.
And it took me a while. Like, I watched maybe the first season, and then I fell off, and I would watch it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But I eventually finished it, and dude, it's really good.
Yeah, if I have time, I'll watch it. But I'm not like looking forward to it.
I mean, and not only is it like really good in the sense of the dramatic aspect of it,
Hmm.
it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I would compare the type of comedy, like, oh, Goodfellas.
Hmm.
Do you think Goodfellas is funny?
Yeah, actually, there's like a lot of funny moments in
It's
there.
exactly like Goodfellas. The type of humor. It's like whoever wrote for Joe Pesci in
Yeah, I
Goodfellas
know, dude.
wrote The
That
Sopranos.
fucking scene where they're getting rid of the body of the guy they just fucking killed in the bar.
Yeah,
Remember that
yeah.
really annoying guy?
Go get your fucking shine box.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy when they fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And then they all get in the car, and then Joe Pesci's character's like, like, what, you want me to drive? Like, because he's like, the guy's just fucking sitting there. He's like, oh, you want me to drive? He's like, yeah, you dainty fuck. Like, go fucking drive, you idiot.
Was it in Goodfellas or Casino? No, I'm pretty sure it was Goodfellas, where Joe Pesci kills the bartender because he's like Mike. The actor's name is Michael Imperioli because he tells him, he's like, "Hey, go fuck yourself."
Yeah, that was good fellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And Robert De Niro, he's just like, so you can let him talk to you like
Yeah.
that?
And then after he shoots him, he's like, I was just playing.
So you fucking kill the guy.
Yeah,
Like,
you fucking killed me. I was just
he's
playing.
like, you're digging the hole yourself. He's like, fuck it, wouldn't be the first hole I dug. Let's see, like that type of humor, like
Yeah.
that's the type of humor The Sopranos has, but it also has like those very serious, like grounded, like just tearjerker moments.
Yeah.
And oh, dude, Edie Falco as his wife, amazing performance. She is so fucking good, dude.
Would you compare that show to Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as far as like on the caliber of like great writing and just
What about like plot wise? Because I mean, you got Walter being this like head of this big drug fucking ring, and like his wife eventually becoming a part of it. You know, and then the only person who doesn't really get into it is the son, which is, I think it's the same thing with Sopranos, right? Because his son is not really involved in.
not really.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It kind of parallels, right?
in a way, yeah. I guess like the crime aspect of it, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Maybe fucking Breaking Bad.
Oh no, dude! If Sopranos never came out, there would never have been a Breaking Bad.
You know what? I think I remember. Yeah, I just heard somewhere right now that what's his name? Vince Gilligan.
Yeah.
He said that if he would have saw weeds before like investing in Breaking Bad, he would have never started Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah, he said that.
Well, good thing he
I
did.
know. I was like, ooh, fucking close call, bitch.
Yeah, if Sopranos didn't exist, Breaking Bad would not be around.
That's true. Which is like same thing you can say to like movies
Oh, of course.
and any genre. You know, like sci-fi. There would, if Star Wars would have never been made, a lot of sci-fi movies, sci-fi adventure movies would have never been made. If like, you know, movies like Taxi Driver or like The Godfather, you know, a lot of movies nowadays would have been made. It's it's good to see inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard about the Breaking Bad movie, right?
Yeah.
That's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
With Aaron Paul as
Yeah.
Jesse Pinkman. What do you think about that?
I think it's cool. There's this there's this YouTube video that I saw, and it was like a theory of like how the series would continue after its finale, which I thought was like dope, cause it was saying how, like, you know, there's that show Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Which is, by the way, is really good also.
I haven't got to watch that one, but I think I want to. It's only like what, 3 seasons, 3 or 2.
I think it's on the 4th right now,
Yeah.
but the ones like on streaming services
Yeah, it's
is
like
only
3.
the first 2.
Oh, the first time.
The 3rd one isn't on up yet. I don't think.
Yeah, but I saw this YouTube video about like this guy theorizing about how, like, when Better Call Saul ends, it should end where Breaking Bad ends, it ends where Breaking Bad endings like continue. You know what I'm trying to say?
What do you mean?
Because you know how like Saul's his go-to guy, like, because he's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like this YouTube like theory is like, what if when Better Call Saul ends, it ends where Breaking Bad ends, where, you know, at the end where Walter's like laying down and he's dying. He's saying how like you don't really get a notification that Walter White dies, but he's just kind of laying there dying. So he's saying how like at the end of Breaking Bad, the continuation for that would be Saul backing him up in court, because he would survive what happened, and it'd be like the state versus Walter White.
And be like a fucking courtroom drama?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Which I thought was a good idea, but I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it almost sounds as whoever came up with this theory hasn't watched Better Call Saul.
Probably.
Because as much as it is a prequel, it's also a continuation. Because it shows his life after Walter White.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's like working at a fucking Cinnabon.
Yeah, because I always wondered what happened, because he just like, he finds the coop, right? As I remember.
Yeah, like he has a
Like
different
during Breaking Bad, like him and Walter kind of basically disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, well, first of all, I don't know if you know, Saul Goodman isn't his real name.
Yeah, it's like something else.
It's Jimmy
Hoffa.
Well, no, like it shows him like in the future, like he looks old already.
Yeah.
He works at a Cinnabon, and he has a different name. I can't remember. So it shows like little clips of that.
Yeah.
The show is mainly about before Walter. It's really good. You should check it out.
Yeah, I would definitely want to check that one out.
But yeah, I don't know. The movie, we'll see. See how it goes.
I think it's a good premise to work on, you know. The continuation of Jesse Pinkman's life after all that, you know.
How he's dealing with it.
You know, becoming a
fucking slave.
Becoming a partner with Walter White, and then, you know,
ruined his life, dude.
Creating this drug empire that eventually ruins him, you know, and then he gets freed by Walter, and now it's like, how do I go from here?
Yeah.
You know. Interesting.
We'll see.
I'll be seeing that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's good. That's.
You want to say bye now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah. We're gonna start talking about other stuff too.
Yeah, not just movies,
yeah.
TV, like.
So if you're listening to this, just, you know, if you're interested in other aspects of, you know, other than movies, I suggest you keep listening.
Yeah, we'll have like music, just,
you know,
maybe even like personal shit.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Thanks for listening, though. If you've stuck around this long, and if you've listened to the first episode before this one, appreciate the listen. Stick around. See what we have coming in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody, let Birdie know how much he sucked.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me, because I keep getting complaints that I talk like a bird.
Like a what?
Like a bird.
Nah, man, we're good.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you.